So I was supposed to be going out today, which I did, but it was a bit of a disaster because I forgot my money, so I pretty much couldn't buy anything. So I'm super pissed. And I also scratched the inside of my nose, so that bled pretty much. Stupid that thing. I'm just doing dinner now, so I thought I'd do a quick live stream while I'm doing dinner. Hi. Sean. So I'll tell you the story about my day real quick. So yeah, I went all the way to Ashton on foot. And when I got to McDonald's and I'd put my order in one of them screens, them order machines. I don't know what you call them big screen things. I realised I was like nearly about to pay. I reached around to reach into my bag like I normally do, and I realised that I had not got to my bag with me. So that was really annoying. I thought, oh, you're kidding me, I've got no money. Like, I was actually devastated. It was like, shit, there's nothing you can do. So I was like, I wonder if I can, pay via my phone, like there's a way. So I know people do that. People pay with their phone, but I didn't know how to do it. Like, I don't know what app you get. I know there's like Google Pay or something. So I actually went to see if I had that in my Google apps, because I've got a folder on this phone with a bunch of Google apps, but no, I don't have it already installed. So I've got my bank app and I've got my PayPal app, and I thought maybe it's a possibility I could pay with that using a QR code maybe, but no. It was so disappointing. So I looked on the App Store. I typed in like apps that you can pay with your phone or something. And of course, all it comes up with is apps so you can pay for online things. It's like, no, I mean out and about things. When you're out and about at shops and cafes and restaurants and McDonald's and stuff. How can you pay with your phone? And I found one, the wallet one. It's called Google Wallet. And I thought, oh, it means I'll have to set on my card. And I don't remember my card details. So it's like, I need my card to do it with. Yeah, there's a place you can donate. It'll have to be PayPal. PayPal.me/Royal Rosewolf. Now, I would wear a crop top in the summer. It's a bit cold at the minute. My house is very cold. But I could do a video for you. I'm not gonna go live, because other people have to pay as well. Otherwise they're just getting it for free, aren't they? And I really need money because I've just been talking to my mum and she's gonna start coming out with me again, and she really wants an electric wheelchair to be able to do that, because it means I don't have to push her around and she'll have more freedom too. Because, like, I don't mind going out on my own sometimes, but it's nice to have company. So my mum's gonna start coming out with me again. Hopefully she'll come out with me a few times before Christmas, and I'm gonna wear my Christmas outfit. Hi, Cookie Fatty. How much for you to wear a crop top? I'm trying to think of my PayPal tiers so I can give you an accurate thing. So a video for that would be about £20, because that's one of my tiers on Patreon. But as you know, Patreon isn't working at the minute. It won't let me have my money. It's pretty much holding my money. So, crop top season is over. But yeah, just for a video of me wearing one, it'll be £20. That's paypal.me/royalrosewolf. I would really appreciate you helping out this way because I really need money to live and to save up for this electric wheelchair, and so I can move out and live on my own and be able to afford to live. By the way, that's supposed to be a heart, if you didn't know. Oh, that's sad. I need to be able to survive when I move out, so I'm going to need a lot of help from you guys. And seeing as how Patreon's not working, you'll have to donate to PayPal. So paypal.me/royalrosewolf to donate. And in return, you'll get the usual pictures and videos. Obviously, one picture per donation, one video per donation, unless you give me the amount for multiple, of course. So I'm gonna have to do like a Patreon tier, but have to work with PayPal doing it. So basically, people can't donate for no reason. Like, they can just donate to be kind, but if they want stuff in return. I'm also going to be selling stuff as well. I've got loads of stuff to sell, clothes and toys, and some other stuff as well, like electronical devices and stuff. I've got loads of keyboards and got speakers and a printer. It's supposed to be a spare, like if hours go wrong, but oh, and there's a monitor as well, a computer monitor. It's just an old square one that's kind of a bit thick. So if you want any stuff like that, so I've got like a bunch of jeans, like old jeans from the 90s. I don't know who had jeans in this house because my mum never wore jeans, so I don't actually know whose jeans they were. I never wore jeans, my mum never wore jeans, I don't know. They might be my dad's. I'm assuming they're my dad's. He never used to wear jeans either. I don't get it. Nobody wore jeans in this household ever. I don't know where these jeans came from. Yes, pay on PayPal. I love when you wear the crop top in grocery store. I do as well. I will wear a crop top for you in a video. Not on live stream because other people will see it and they've not paid, so like I say, I can't afford to give it for free for everyone. Oh, come on, Richard. You know OnlyFans also wants ID as well. Because it's a porn site now. That's what I mean, Patreon. That's why I can't get my money from Patreon, because they want ID now. They've turned into OnlyFans now, so I guess they've cottoned on that they've got quite a few people doing adult stuff for Patreon, and they've decided they want ID. These are the reasons I can't get these things. Because they all want ID now, and I don't have ID. Oh my god. No offense, but I just told you I'm not doing it on live stream. I'll do it in a video. And when you donate, it will give me your email address, and I'll have a place to send the video. I'm not doing it on a live stream. First of all, it's too cold, and second of all, I'm not showing other people who are not paying. Oh my god. Oh my god, some people just don't understand a word I'm saying, innit? Disgusting behaviour. I think everyone's left. It says I've only got one viewer. Bugger, my makeup's coming off. Did I bring it downstairs so I could top it up? I don't think I did. Bugger. Oh well, the majority of it's still on. I think I left it upstairs. Oh shit. Right guys, so I'm going to show you my outfit now. Real quick. Before I get to work on the dinner. So this is what I'm wearing today. Ta-da! I tried to do a clown inspired makeup today with the mouth. Clown kitty. I didn't do it like super clown-esque because I'm just trying it out, but I've seen a few people do it online and I thought it looks really cool. I wanted to do a clown look ever since I saw the clown people on Apocalypse Club. I was going to do a clown look myself, but I haven't got round to doing it until now. I was going to do a super colourful one, but this will do for now. Black and white version. I have a colourful wig that I could use. I don't have a curly one though. It kind of sucks. Just be a colourful wig. It is curly, but it's not like clown curly. It's like kind of like loose curls, kind of long, like with the length going. I used to have a clown wig, but I don't know what happened to that. But this should be, and I'll just wear super colourful clothing and like one of them tutu things. Sorry, it's gonna be dark now, but I need to be over here where it's darker so I can do the food. Okay. So yeah, remember guys, I'm willing to do videos for donations via PayPal now. So I could do ones where I'm wearing like a skimpy outfit to show off my belly and like videos of me eating and stuff. I do reserve the right to say no to any suggestions or modify the video by arranging it with you. Because there was this one time where somebody wanted me to do a video where I drank, I can't remember how much it was. It was like 2 litres of water in one sitting. And I thought, I'm gonna do this. I thought it'll be cool, I'll be able to do it. I mean, I did a bit less than that, but I did about, it was like 3 tumblers of water I managed to drink. And after a while, I started to feel very lightheaded and I felt very, very sick. So it turns out I can't do that. I can't drink too much water in one sitting without getting ill. So it would just be, so if someone wanted me to do that, I would have to come to an arrangement with them where I drink less. So if they wanted me to drink 2 litres of water, I'll just tell them what I can physically do without getting ill. And if they're not happy with that, then I could just cheat and do an edited video where I drink it over time and then make other videos as I'm drinking it and then splice them all together to make it look like a really long video where I'm drinking like a ton of water or whatever. But I can't put my health at risk for a video. So I do reserve the right to say no to any video, or not just no, but like modify the video by coming to an arrangement with someone and saying, I'm not going to do this, but I'll do that instead. And again, come to some kind of arrangement where everyone's going to be happy. So that's what I'm going to do. And remember, I've got lots of stuff to sell. I also do art. So remember, I am also taking commissions. So it's November now, so if any of you guys want any Christmas theme art, I can do that. I do digital art, I do pencil coloured art, I do oil paintings. I'm going to go ahead and say I can pretty much do whatever you want, like any art that you want. So that includes furries, fantasy, mythical creatures, animals, cartoony or realistic, cars, motorbikes, other vehicles, shop fronts, houses, other buildings. I can pretty much do anything. I can also do not safe for work arts, that's more sexy art. I can do sexy art as well. I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking of Jasmine, you know, Jasmine from Aladdin. And I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to make a fat version of her. So if you guys would like to see fat Jasmine, that would be cool. And if you can think of any other characters you'd like me to draw that's like fat. I'm going to do some fat characters. So characters that were normally slimmer, I'll do fat. So far I've done a fat Lola Bunny, I've done a fat... is she called Anka? Anka, that dancing cat thing, that Egyptian cat thing. I did a fat version of her, and... yeah. I've just discovered a really fat guy on Twitter that... oh my god, his pictures and videos are awesome. He's massive and very wobbly. Absolute sex god, these fat guys. Do you know what? I'm actually really grateful for Twitter right now because I've found so much fat porn. It's amazing. Literal fat porn as well as just guys showing off their bodies in underwear. A lot of penises on there. Unfortunately, I've not seen any boobs. I've not seen any naked girls yet. I kind of don't know how to find them. So stupid. Be nice to see some naked girls or something. That would be hot. Maybe I'll just draw loads of naked girls for you guys. Would you like to see naked girls and fat people, and they can be fat and slim, whatever you want. I don't want to discriminate by only doing certain body types. I would happily do other body types, but you know, I specialise in the fat ones. If I have time, I'll show you some of my latest art. I've got art in mind to do. Somebody said that they wanted to see like a weight gain of Jeremiah. I was going to do that. I was going to do like a comic whereby you saw him as a Egyptian king. So I guess a pharaoh. And perhaps we see as he just sits around and gets served lots and lots of food by his servants, and over time he just gets fatter and fatter. And then we see all his skinny slaves that are all like jealous of how fat he is. And they're like, oh my god, why is he keeping me skinny? I want to be fat like him, he's so hot. And then he picks one to have sex with. You'll have to see that, won't you? Okay, so I need to get the meat now. I've forgotten how to make this food. I already did a naughty thing with that food. Sorry about that, I've kind of scratched off the makeup on this side so it's a bit red. Right, I need the torch. I'm so hungry. I'm not eating all day. No! I'm gonna make a sauce now. Oh, the decorations. You guys will want to see the decorations. 1 minute. Let me turn the lights on. A bit early for the lights, but I'm going to be taking them all down tomorrow, so I wanted one more night of my Halloween lights before I took them down. I'm going to show you the decorations. Just hold on. I've got a video, but I'll show you live as well. God, that smells so good. I just love the smell of mushrooms and onions. I'm a big mushrooms fan, even though when I was a child I used to hate mushrooms. I used to hate a lot of things. I used to hate tomatoes. Unless if it was tomato sauce, that'd be fine, but I didn't like the texture of tomatoes. Didn't like onions. Right, I'm going to show you this before I turn on the spooky thing. Right, this one's my favourite. This has lasted 3 years with the same batteries. It still works perfect. That lights up, but it doesn't work, and I can't get the batteries for it, so I decided to put a candle in front of it to light it up. That doesn't work either. You can't even see it, so it's like a lantern. That works, but it doesn't work. It needs new batteries. You can't really see it, but oh well. That works, but it's faded. Okay. Let's see. Aren't they cute? If you mean are the kids still harassing me, only when I go to the park, then they harass me, apparently. They think that they got away with that incident last year. Sorry, it was this year, but in June. It was in June. I keep thinking it happened last year because it feels like it happened a long time ago. I feel like they got away with it pretty much, and I'm not happy about it because they literally had their mother like fucking assault me, and they accused me of doing something I didn't even do, so that's not cool. So, oh, and they also broke my phone as well, so they committed 2 crimes, but nothing was done about it pretty much. I'm pretty pissed about it. Why don't you go to the park? I might do. One day. If I go with a buddy. The last few times I've been to the park, I got harassed by the kids. And they accused me of recording them when I didn't. If you remember, I went on a live stream and I was showing you guys the park, wasn't I? I was showing you squirrels and dogs. And then this girl in all pink decided it would be a cool idea to say that I was recording her. Now, I'll watch the live stream afterwards and I see that she is in the video, but I didn't mean to have her in the video. Like, I wasn't deliberately recording her. I was trying to record other things in the park. Like, there was a bunch of dogs playing and there was squirrels, and I was trying to record it, and those kids just happened to get in the way. I was trying not to record them. I was trying to show you guys the girl with the curly hair, but that was about it. But only because of the curly hair. But unfortunately, like I say, the girl in pink, which I didn't even notice at the time, she just happened to get in the video. Hey, the light's still on. I just realised. Shit. It's on permanent. Right, that's that. It's not really a lot, but oh, I've missed something, that's why. Now, this kind of works, but not very well. Let me put this on. Yeah, anyway, this is the first time that they've been, like, where they've actually got their mother. Because usually when the kids are pissed off with me, they usually handle it themselves by, you know, harassing me and giving me a hard time. But this time they got their mother involved, which is very unusual. Like, they've never done that before. I don't like the kids. Like, the kids, I don't think I've ever been, like, assaulted by the kids, or, like, they never come close to me, but their mother did. Their mother, like, actually assaulted me. She didn't even, like, what she should have done, like, I think she handled it really badly. Like, she should have just come up to me and asked me if I was recording. I say no. She's like, okay, fair enough. But instead, she just comes at me and immediately grabs me and wrestles me and tries to get my phone. And, you know, how is she going to learn the truth when she comes at someone like that? Of course, even if, like, I've not done anything wrong, of course I'm going to, like, defend myself, aren't I? You know, of course I'm going to say, like, no, I didn't do it. What she should have done was actually calmly asked me if I was recording. I would have said no. That's what I would do. Like if someone was recording me, or if I had a kid and I suspected someone was recording my kids, I would have gone up to them and said, "Were you recording me? Were you recording my kids? Whatever." Like, I'd be super nice and polite and super calm, and then they would be obliged to say yes if they were, and then I'd be like, "Oh, how come you were doing that? You know, why were you doing that?" I'd appreciate you deleted the video. And they would have told me their reasons, and they would have been like, "Oh, okay, I'll delete it then." You know? Like, I would have actually gotten results that way. You're not going to get results by fucking pouncing on someone or coming at someone going, like a few times has happened to me. Like, that's how I would handle it anyway, because I'm a normal, civilized human being. But these people are animals, literal animals. So, there's a thing two goths went in the park and they kicked her to death. Huh? There's a thing two goths went in the park. They kicked who? The girl. Now, ever since I've been to the park, it's been riddled with kids about 10 years old and older. And it seems like they're actually like gatekeeping the park, like they're actually watching out for me in order to drive me out if they see me. So, because I remember when I used to go to the park, there was hardly ever any kids in the park, as in teenagers. But now all of a sudden, whenever I go there, there's always kids there. And if they somehow know I'm in the park, even if I sneak in, dark or whatever, they seem to know I'm there and they start making a load of noise and shouting. Kaylee Rundle. Hi. The girl died, her boyfriend survived. Okay. You mean this park? You lived in... I thought you live in London, though. You mean a park in London? I don't really know what you're talking about. Surely you don't know this area. Unless you're one of them. I'm suspicious, you know. I think that they watch my live streams. I think they're keeping an eye on me, for definite. Sorry. I got... My nose is itchy. I cut my nose and it bled on the inside here. Really hurt. Anyway, what am I doing? Right, salt and pepper. So I've got to concentrate. I have a few things to talk about in this live stream. So I will talk about them in a minute. Park in Lancaster. Alright, I'm sorry to hear that anyway. Goths aren't usually like that though. They're usually just people minding their own business, just, you know, dressing cool and, you know, like keeping to themselves. Terrible. Yeah. Oh, it's so stupid, but I can't think of what I was going to talk about now. It's morning for you. Ah, oh, that's cool. Hi, all the new people. Thought I'd try a different makeup look today. It's coming off at this side, but oh well. I'm making this live stream actually because I tried to go out today, but it didn't work out, so, you know, I kind of didn't want to waste this makeup on, you know, no reason. Because although I can do it again, it's never like the same when I try and do it again. I don't know why, but every time I do the same makeup look, it always ends up different. I don't know how. It doesn't matter how much I try and make it the same. That's why I try and switch it up and do different ones, because otherwise if I try and do the same one, you know how people always say practice makes perfect, so the more you do something over and over again, like practice a song, you're supposed to get better. Well, for me, for some reason, it's different, and it ends up being worse the more I do it, for some reason. I might get it perfect, and then the more I practice, it just gets worse. I don't know why. Anyway, I really need to focus on this because I have no clue what I'm doing right now. I think I'm supposed to make a sauce at this point. Right, let's see, it should be here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Right, let's see. Bring a large pan of... Oh yeah, that's the thing. Tagliatelle, but nothing. Oh shit, yeah, the pasta. Crap. Pasta's gonna take like forever, so I may as well do that now before I do anything else. So yeah, going out today was a bit of a disaster, but I did get some compliments on my makeup. I managed to get a ladders of coffee. They seem to have actually made the coffee machine work now. Because when it broke down, it was out of order for a while. When I asked the bloke, like, you know, when are they fixing it? They said, well, they weren't going to bother because they were going to swap it for a Costa machine. So I kind of gave up and stopped going because of that. I went yesterday for the first time in a while, and it turns out that they finally fixed the lavender machine. So I don't know whether they're still thinking of swapping it for a Costa or whether they're keeping it. Do you support furries? I do. I support Therians. I'm both a furry and a Therian. And I've been to a few furry meets this year for the first time. I've loved them, but as you know, I got banned from one of them, my most local one, for making one little mistake. And I finally heard back from them, and they said that I apparently received a few complaints from people. And apparently someone told me to stop filming or something, and I did, but they insisted that I continued filming and that I was trying to conceal my phone and trying to record people's conversations, which is crap. Absolute bullshit. What I was doing was I was trying to make memories, as you guys know, because I try and make interesting content for you guys, and you know, I'm also trying to like film my life and make memories and stuff. I wasn't trying to do it, I wasn't doing it for, I don't know, like devious purposes, like they thought. The only crime they committed was they went to the park. I'm a Therian. I'm a Therian, I love you. Fit. You fit in, they are just jealous. Oh, thank you. Do you follow my Therian channel as well? It's really cool that you're here though. Oh, nice name by the way. It's nice to meet fellow Therians and furries. Where are you from? Yeah. It's a shame that they don't like me and they like to cause me trouble, but it would be nice to have more furry and Therian friends that are local. Or goth friends, or alternative. South Africa? No, that's a shame, you're not very local to me. I've been trying to find people like me who are local, but it's been like really hard. Like, I know there are some because I've seen them. I've seen people local, but it's like just making a connection with these people, it's a problem, because obviously when you're like passing each other on the street, you just don't really, I don't know, interact. When I was dressed gothic, I had this gothic girl go past and she smiled at me. Like this, like, oh yeah, I like your look sort of thing, without really saying anything. And today I walked past two girls that looked kind of gothic-y, and they went, oh, I like your makeup. And I was like, oh, thank you. But I kind of continued going past, like I felt bad, but I don't know. I know, they were sat on the floor for some reason. It's freezing, it's raining. And they were just sat on the floor outside for some reason, eating and drinking. I'm like, why don't you just go to McDonald's or something? At least you'd be nice and warm and dry and could eat. One of them was wearing fishnet tights and this really short coat, which was gorgeous by the way. It's white, looked like an Arctic coat thing. It was absolutely gorgeous, but it's like, I don't know how you're coping with the freezing cold right now. There's definitely no way I'd wear fishnet tights in this weather. And it's kind of mild right now, but it's still too cold for me because I'm a cold ass. Especially with the wind. It's been very windy. Let's see. Yeah, I found 29 Therians taking pictures in the mall. And I was wearing my mask and my tail. Oh, wow. That is really cool. Did you join them? So in your area, there seem to be loads of them. Do you know what? Here in England, the majority of Therians seem to be in Wales. I don't know why, but they all seem to be in Wales mainly. I've noticed quite a lot of videos on YouTube where it shows like people, like Therians in a pack. Like, it's quite a number of them, and they're always in Wales. They're always based in Wales. So it looks like if I lived in Wales, I'd probably have a pack by now. But yeah, there's none around my area. It's like all far away. They noticed me and became my friends. That is really cool. Oh, I don't want to read about that if you don't mind. I don't really like these stories. I feel bad for her. I just don't really want to read stories like that. I know people like that kind of thing, but I kind of like to be, what is it, like, not ignorant, but live in a bubble where I'll think, oh, the world is really nice and nothing bad ever happens. I've only been assaulted twice in my life, knock on wood, and that was last year. And this year. Wait. Sorry, once last year and once this year. Kind of close together because it was October when I got assaulted last year, and it was June this year that I got assaulted, so it feels like it was quite close together. And I will admit it was kind of my fault, but not really. The first one was just that I don't know, I was moaning to myself about how this person was parked all askew. I didn't realise there was someone in the car actually. And I walked past and they heard me, and she got out and she started mouthing off to me. But I ignored her at first, but then she insulted my outfit and I'm like, oh, bitch, you didn't. So I said, fuck you, it's Halloween! And I gave her the finger. And that's when she got out of the car and stormed over to me. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of on me because I did escalate it by reacting. I shouldn't have done. I've learnt my lesson. But at the same time, it was no excuse for her to act that way either. Like, I was just literally pissed that I couldn't go past because a car was like all over the pavement. And I had to go out in the road to get by, so. But yeah, insulting my outfit. It was a nice outfit, by the way. And also it was Halloween, but I shouldn't have risen to her saying that. 1 minute. I'm a Black Mountain Wolf Therian. That's really cool. Are you a Therian? Yeah. Masseu's good idea. Disgusting, isn't it? It was disgusting behaviour. I did have a pocket knife, but I don't know what happened to it. You're not really supposed to carry around anything that could be a weapon, to be honest. You're not really allowed to. Well, I should carry something just in case, shouldn't I? You gotta protect yourself, haven't you? I would never do anything to anyone unless provoked, and, you know, I was using self-defense and stuff. I have been taught self-defense by using my hands and legs, but it's a little risky still, especially as I've never practiced on anyone. This one's definitely less than 3 inches. It's like this big. It's a box knife, I think. Little one of them slidey, like it's a plastic, colourful handle, and then you just slide it out. It's like really tiny. The blade, as in the blade, it's really tiny. And I actually took it with me in case I needed to cut something, because this one time I went out and I needed a knife to cut something, and I couldn't do it. So yeah, it's kind of handy to take gadgets and gizmos out with you when you're out. Like today, I could have done with a way to pay via my phone, because I left my wallet at home and my purse at home, so I had no money. So what the hell? Why is this eyebrow thicker than the other one? I apologize for the stupid asymmetrical eyebrows. It was really disgusting behavior. But they were already on everybody's side but mine. So it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to stab them as well. I don't think that would have been a good idea. There was like a whole group of people. And they came out of nowhere. They absolutely came out of nowhere. They were just like... This kid obviously rang them up. I don't know, rang up a mother, and like a bunch of other family members must have come. And then their friends as well must have been there. And they were all just ganging up on me. They just watched as that woman assaulted me. And then with the other incident that happened last year, it was her husband and mother that were... And they actually accused me of assaulting her, even though she was literally, like, she grabbed hold of me from behind and she was, like, trying to strangle me. There's no way I could have done anything. And then she turned around. When I turned around, she, like, hit me in the face. I literally did nothing to her. I did swing for her. And I made a kicking motion, but I actually didn't touch her. I just went like that. But I didn't really touch her. But she actually hit me in the side of the head/face, so... You know. And her husband just filmed it and kept saying, "Oh, you're assaulting her, you're assaulting her." Like, even in the video, you can see that she's, like, clinging onto the back of me, and there's no way I could assault her even if I tried to. And there's an incident of someone recording me. I should have said, I want that fucking video. I actually want it, because you can see I'm not filming. I'm not assaulting anyone. You can see in the video I'm not assaulting anyone. And I was, because it happened so fast, I was fumbling around trying to get my phone, because I was trying to record as well. But I just couldn't get it, because it was just all happening so fast, and she was all over me, and I just couldn't get my phone. Hang on. But my mum's okay. She's in pain with her mouth. Hi, Lexi. Are you the Lexi that fleeced me for £1,500? That brings me to my next story. So I have been pretty much conned out of £1,500 by an animator called Lexi, and she gave me like a really crappy animation, and didn't even finish it off. She didn't have the voice actors read the lines or anything, so it's just a silent episode. It's really terrible, and she didn't add the music, and it's just sped up. It's terrible. And I tried to get her to do better, but she didn't want to, I guess. You know what she was trying to do? She was actually trying to get me to voice the characters. I'm like, you bloody cheek, I've paid you to do all of this stuff. And now you're expecting me to do it. So I feel like I've just paid £1,500 for absolutely no reason at all. And she's blocked me, so she's gone from my Twitter inbox. So I can't even contact her anymore. So I told one of the other people that I'm in touch with, I said, find her and send her a message from me that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my money back. Even if I have to call a solicitor, a lawyer, or the police, and lots of advice. I'm going to get my money back some way, somehow. And I'm going to start with PayPal. I'm going to ring them and tell them what happened, because I pretty much gave her a money request so she can give me the money back when I thought she was a scam the first time. But she convinced me she wasn't a scam, and she kept pressuring me to cancel the money request, and pretty much PayPal said I can't do another one now. That if I cancel this money request, I can't do another one, pretty much. And I thought, oh great, so what if it does turn out to be a scam in the future? Like, it's not obvious now, but in the future it turns out to be a scam, and I can't do a money request. So I'm gonna tell them what happened. No, it's not Stockport. Disgusting behaviour. Not common. So I'm gonna tell them that I hired an animator to do my animation, and I thought they were a scam at first, so I asked for a money request. They got in touch with me and said they weren't, and that they need the money, so they can't get the money right now because of the money request thing. So they convinced me to do it, you know, to cancel the money request. And then it turned out later on that she scammed me, pretty much. She just gave me this crappy animation, like to give me something, I guess. So she could say, oh no, I'm not a scam, look, I gave you your animation, it's just shit. And she's pretty much just, you know, disappeared with my money. And I'm just left with this silent episode of animation that's shit, sped up, and just jerky. That's where people's, I don't know, it looked like a still image that she just warped to make it move slightly in parts of the picture. I've never seen an animation like it. It's so bad. It's definitely not what I wanted. Definitely not what I wanted. So I asked her to do it again, pretty much, and no. I already thought, oh yeah, I've done the wrong thing by commissioning some random animator from Twitter. I'm never doing that again. In fact, I don't trust anyone, so I probably won't give anyone my money. Because I don't trust anyone. And then somebody gave me, they said, oh, you should get an animator from Fiverr. They'll be more trustworthy. So I looked through the Fiverr animators, and they were all really bad. The animation examples that they gave were so bad. It was like the worst shit I've ever seen. There was these characters that just floated around and even floated backwards. So the movement was, you know, when they were going sort of like away from the screen, instead of turning the backs to the screen and going that way, like walking the opposite way, they literally just backed away while floating. It was just so bad. Oh, I could do a better job than this as an animator. Of course, these people just use these puppet animations, don't they? Where they just make a shape and then have it move around. Like, it's not really animated, they just move this shape around the screen. It's like, oh, I hate animation like that. I much prefer traditional animation. Like, the animation that they produce now, for quick and cheap, I guess, is like way crappier than the animation that they were doing in the... I forgot when animation was first done, but when animation was new, it was like a lot better than it is now. It really is. It's just like this low budget, either puppet animation or 3D animation that's just textureless and just really bad. I just hate like CG animation and computer animation. If it's not done right, if it's done really like quick and cheaply, it's just so bad. Yeah. So I did some animations, and although it's not perfect, I still think it's 100 times better than this cheapy, crappy animation that people do now with all these, what is it called? Where they're trying to save time, so they just use all this like shortcut animations. The squirrels are fine. I haven't fed them for a couple of days though. Yes, today I didn't really feed them, so I'm kind of naughty. But I guess I'll feed them tonight, ready for tomorrow, so I don't have to get up and feed them tomorrow. Right, I still need to make this damn sauce, so let's see, what do I need to do? Forget that. Right, heat oil, onions and mushroom. Yeah, I've done that. Done that, done that, done that, done that. Paprika. Still not the sauce. Stir in tomato puree, mustard and lemon. That is not a sauce. That's not a sauce. I'm gonna have to just use water then. Right, I'm gonna use water to make the sauce then. Puree and mustard and lemon juice is not enough to make a sauce. I used to do that. I used to do that mixture, and it was so dry. It was horrible. So I'm going to. Ew! What the fuck? Sorry. I don't think I want to use that. That's pretty gross. I guess I'll have to use one of these little tins. Look at them. Aren't they cute? They're so tiny. They're the tiniest tins I've ever seen. Let's look inside this lovely tin. Puree. Sorry, it's dark. You can't see it. Anyway, right here. So I need a little spoon to get it out with. Ah, there's one. There, we've got a little spoon. May as well use the whole lot, otherwise it will go off and get wasted, and we don't want that, do we? So there we have it. Looking forward to this meal. Let's turn it up a little. Actually a lot, so it'll bubble. I feel like that's not enough mushrooms. Well, I can't saute them anymore, so I'm not sure if I can just put them in now with sauce and everything. I don't think I can do that. I'd have to fry them in a different pan. Now, there we are. Perfect. Right, so now some lemon juice. Oh, it doesn't have a thing. How do I know how much to do? Is there a cup? I need a cup. I need a little cup. Is this one? Why has it got something in it? I'm just going to put a tiny bit of lemon in. Just a tiny bit. I finally found The Truman Show, by the way, on Netflix. So I'm dead happy I finally watched The Truman Show. I just love The Truman Show, it's so cool. I haven't watched it for years. First time I've watched it in years, I just couldn't find it. But now it's on Netflix. And it was on my list as well, even though it was weird because I've never added it to my list. 1980s are much better. Can't remember when the first animation, I think, was it the 40s or something, or 50s when the first animations were done by Disney and stuff. I just loved them so much. Everything about them. They are the best. It's such a shame that this generation's gonna grow up with the shit CGI animation now. It's like the Lion King. It looks like that's where they're going with it, because it's another sequel to the Lion King now. And at first I was excited for it, but then I thought, oh wait a minute, they're not thinking of doing it CG, are they? Like the super uncanny valley realistic yet still animated lion shit. So I looked it up, and yep, it's gonna be CGI or whatever it's called. So I won't be watching it. It's a shame because it sounds really, good. Like, it would be nice to see / know about the history of Mufasa. That's what it's called, Mufasa. But it's literal visual diarrhea. I didn't watch it, by the way. I did not watch it when it came out. The new Lion King, the real life one, the live action one, so to speak. I didn't watch it because it looked so bad, and I didn't want to watch a story that I know very well, because I've watched the Lion King, the first one, the animated one, the actual proper nice animated one, 100 times. So why would I want to see the same thing, the story that I already know, but torture my eyes, with the terrible visuals? So it's like, nope. It's just terrible. So I guess this is where they're going now. This is the road / path, like whatever, that Disney and I guess a lot of other animation companies are going down now. CGI, live action, computer animated, and I just hate it. It was okay as a novelty back in the day, like Bug's Life and shit. I loved that. It was, like I say, it was a novelty at the time, and it was okay when it was like, a bit of traditional animation, a bit of computer animation, 3D animation and stuff, when it was done well, not the crappy, untextured, like cheapo crapo ones that they used to dole out to children's programs. Do you remember the series ones where you'd get series that were computer animated, and they were just like really low budget versions of like a Bug's Life type animation? And yeah, I never watched that even as a kid. Like, they think, kids just like anything colourful and whatever, so they won't want quality, they won't care about the quality of it. Yeah, they do. Even as a toddler, I would never watch it. It's like, I hate the look of that, not watching it, it's shit. So yeah. The only thing I watched, I think, as a kid that was computer animated that I actually quite liked was Roly Poly Oly. That's the only one I actually liked, and it's because they were robots and I thought their universe was really cool. I kind of liked the character designs, and I liked their lore and the episodes focusing on what it was like for robots in this universe. I thought it was cool. Cool story, cool like characters. But anything else was just really bad. I'm trying to think of an example of something else, but I can't. I don't know any. Stop animation better. Yeah, I remember stop animation. Does anybody remember this? It's called like Fairy Tale or something. And there was this stop motion animation with like these octopuses. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It was basically, there was a few episodes on it of different things, different animations, different stories, and one of them was this stop motion with these little octopuses and other sea creatures. I can't really describe the other ones. If anybody remembers what it's called or whatever, then, you know, I'd greatly appreciate you telling me, because I miss it. I've got the video of it, you know, the VHS tape, which don't work anymore. None of them work. They're all moldy and damp, so they don't work. So it would be nice if anybody knew what it was called. It was called Fairy Tale, and there was a fairy that literally like flew on the screen and did something with her wand, and then sort of became part of the text. I don't know. And I think there was a narrator that narrated shit that was happening. Yeah. There was another one that had a bunch of old anime ones on that was kind of like a fairy tale thing. It was called like Fairy Tales or whatever. And one of the episodes was about this monkey boy that was different from all the other monkeys. He was like part human, part monkey. And he was like really arrogant. He thought that he was like, he should be the king of everything. And he ended up going against the head ape that was like really massive. And he was pretty much kicked out of the ape colony. And he ended up like trying to find somewhere to take over and become like the fucking head honcho or whatever. But everywhere he went, he ended up in battles and he ended up losing pretty much. And everybody hated him pretty much. And he ended up going against the Buddha, who gave him a challenge, and he said if he can fly past his hand or something, like far away from his hand, he could rule the universe or whatever it was. And then he pretty much lost. And then the Buddha put like this big rock on top of him, and he was like that for 100 years or something. And then until this monk came along and he was riding on a camel or a horse, and he said he can be his servant or something. He'll get the rock off him if he agrees to be his servant. And at first he resisted, but then he agreed, and he's like really stubborn. I don't know. I don't know what the freak it was. I don't know what it was called. I've been trying to find it. I wish I knew what it was called. It was an anime, and it was like, it was based in Japan as well. It was because he was literally trying to take over like this sky kingdom or something. There's like this monkey, like he looked like a little boy that was. If anybody knows that another animated series called The Princess Knight, he was pretty much voiced by Choppy, that little side character. Same voice. Jungle Book? No, that's a human. The main character's a human. This was a literal monkey. He was a monkey. And it was an anime. Jungle Book's not an anime. I mean, there is an anime version of the Jungle Book, but it's not that. It's not a series. It was like one episode. He was dead little, like this little stodgy monkey character. And it was literally based in Japan. The anime Jungle Book was based in India, just like the Jungle Book is normally. The Jungle Book is based in India. This was based in Japan. Like the characters literally lived in Japan. It wasn't the jungle. There was no jungle. It was this sky kingdom. No jungle at all. I think it started out in a kind of jungle in Japan because, like I say, he was born different amongst a bunch of monkeys, and he tried to challenge them, and then they kicked him out, and he went to the Sky Kingdom, and he flew around on a cloud or something, and he was like dead arrogant, trying to fight anyone who tried to stop him from ruling. He was trying to rule the world or whatever, I don't know. Is that the plot of the Jungle Book? I don't think so. I don't think Tarzan or Mowgli tried to dominate and take over the jungle. He just lived peacefully amongst the animals, didn't try and take over, he wasn't stubborn. This guy was not likable at all. It was literally called Monkey Boy or something. I thought maybe that was the title of it, so I searched for Monkey Boy, and it came up with bloody nothing. That's so sad I can't find it. Anyway, what's next? It is so sad. Also, the Jungle Book and Tarzan are well known. This isn't. This is like one of those obscure cartoons that nobody knows about. But maybe somebody knows. So it can't just be me that watched these things back in the olden days. Well, the plastic. Puree mustard. Oh, we have mustard. Mustard, right, mustard. Mustard and paprika. Mustard and paprika. Right. Yeah. Actually, I can literally use the spoon here, can't I? God, I'm so hungry. I'm not eating. I just love this food, the stroganoff. It's one of my favorites. Although I'm pretty sure I preferred it were just mushrooms like last time. I'm sure this will be fine. Notice it's taking so long to bubble. Where's the lid? The lid should help. Right, I'm now going to go and get the thing. Tagliatelle. I've got wheat and gluten-free tagliatelle here. Oh man. Apparently gluten-free is bad for you. I thought it was wheat-free. Tarzan was a white guy, yeah. Certainly not a monkey boy. He was a human. This character was a literal monkey, but it was kind of monkey-human hybrid thing. And he thought he was special because of it, and he was dead arrogant. And challenging everybody, pretty much. Yeah, he pretty much thought he was better than all the other apes because he was part human. So, the other apes did not take too kindly to that. Over the years, I have watched quite a number of different cartoons. It was Grandad that mainly found them and bought them for me. I used to watch Care Bears, the old My Little Pony, nostalgia. And I watched all these obscure things. I know one of the stories on this video was The Ant and the Grasshopper, which I actually found, by the way. It's on YouTube. That episode was actually on YouTube. So I've got that. I've watched it a few times now. It's very old anime. It's awesome. I love it. I love the old animes. No. I never thought to look at the video and see if I could figure out what... No, I'm not 37. Trying to find out like what the make of it was. Maybe it's Burbank or something. No, it won't be Burbank, will it? I don't think that's anime. I don't know. Like what the... I don't know what the company was called, the animation company or series was called of these animated episodes. They were all standalone episodes. And it's just can't find all the other episodes. I literally just knew what that one was called because it was called The Ant and the Grasshopper and it was dead easy to remember. But I just don't remember what the other episodes were called. But yeah, Grandad used to just go out, find DVDs that he thought I'd like, and then give me them for birthdays and Christmases. So that's how I got pretty much a lot of my videos and then DVDs later on when DVDs became a thing. Grandad used to buy me loads of them. My mum used to actually get annoyed, but I used to love them. Old animes catch my eye for some reason. Yeah, it's the best. I love the music. just love the way it sounds. And if there was narrators, they sounded really cool. It was all like a really muffled, like freaking voice. It was awesome. And the voices were just so nice and warm and homely. I just love like the narrators of the olden days. They just sounded so cool. How come people don't sound like that anymore? I want a narrator like that for Jeremiah's story. I want my animation to my series to look like it's come from the 80s or something. I just love it. I want the music to be like from the 80s and the style and everything. I just think it's really great. It just seems so mysterious and just so cool. I don't know. Right, what's next with this? So I need paprika. Here, paprika, where are you? I know I've got some. Actually, I think it went gross. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's gross. Ugh. Like webs in here. Gross. Yeah, I don't think I want to use that. I think I'm going to throw it away. Gross. I don't know if we've got any paprika there. I don't think we have any. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more water because it's just dried out a little. There we go. Make it really saucy. It says wine, but I don't have any wine. I mean, I do, but it's probably the wrong type. Okay. You can't even tell there's mushrooms in this at all. The meat's just overpowered. Right, so the last thing I need is the cream. Just gonna boil it. I'm absolutely freaking starving. Bugsy Malone was really good. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I loved the music. I loved the costumes. I just loved everything. I also like the fact there was a mafia spoof thing. My mum loves that film. Uh-oh. Oh, it's okay. I know food is nearly done, but I'm going to have some chips because I'm absolutely starving and I've just realised I'm not eating today. I am very naughty. I'm just going to have a few. Thanks a lot. There you go. I'm going to put you there while I... My hands are freezing. I was warm over there because of the stove, but now over here it's cold. Oh man, I should have put my heater on, shouldn't I, in my bedroom, so when I get changed it'll be nice and warm. But I haven't done that, so I'm going to be freezing. Right, so, cream. I'm going to put some cream in now. Yep, it's bubbling. I'm going to turn it down. And I'm going to put some cream in. This looks really red. It looks horrible when it's red. I like it when it's pale. Deep red. I prefer it when it's pale. So just get back to me if any of you guys recognise the cartoons I've just described, because I would really like to see them again. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there was also one called Hillbilly Goats or something. It was a series, but there was only one video with about 3 or 4 episodes or something. It was about these anthropomorphic goats that lived in the mountains or something. And they had like a little village. And there was one called Gertie, which I think is the mother. Ben, who's the father. The granddad goat that was called Grand Billy Goat. And there was The kids were called Angora and Billy. Yes, I remember that. And a lot of the episodes consisted of Grand Billy Goat telling stories from when he was younger. And his daughter Gertie was a kid. And we saw flashbacks of their adventures. At least one of the episodes was about that. And it was where they went back in time, and there was this ice palace with this ice princess called Katrina, and the sun was really close to the ice palace. And the sun was pretty much alive, like it had a face. It actually had sunglasses on or something, and it was asleep and it wouldn't move. So pretty much they were trying to get the sun to move away so it wasn't melting the ice princess, and pretty much like there was penguins that were trying to put ice next to the ice princess to keep her from melting, and she was very sick because she was melting. So they were trying hard to wake up the sun so that the sun would move. That was an episode. And then there was another episode, I think it was the last one, and it was about where Billy the Kid went to the circus, pretty much ran away and went to the circus. And unlike Grand Billy Goat, whose horns faced that way, Billy's faced forward. I don't know. I noticed that as a kid. Good God, that was loud. Fucking hell! Shut up! So cold. Oh, man. They're pretty. Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock nearly. Right, I'm gonna have to go. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And donate. I have no idea if that guy donated or not.